Justin Willoughby here from justinwilloughby.com, or you can check me out at facebook.com/OneStepNation. Pretty excited to share with you some more stuff about my upcoming ebook, or the ebook that is actually out now. You'll see it's Food Consumed Me, How I Overcame Food Addiction. And I just want you to know, at one point in my life, food was like my only friend. I looked at it as my buddy. We would chill out all the time. It would just be me, a TV, and food. Very simple. That was my life. That's what I loved. And it did a lot of things for me. It made me happy. It helped me overcome things, overcome obstacles that I was facing with my mind, like depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So it was like my best friend. Food understood me. It was like I could always go to it. It would erase the feelings I was feeling at the time. If I was feeling anxiety, food would say, hey, let me help you with that. If I was feeling depressed, food would say, hey, let me help you with that. But honestly, I had a love-hate relationship with food. Honestly, I went to food for those feelings when I had those feelings, but to be honest with you, it left me feeling low. After I got done consuming it, I felt up here. I was on top of the world. Nothing bothered me. But then after I consumed it, I felt bad. And it did start bothering me. Things started bothering me. The high wore off, and I felt lower than I did before. And so it did understand me at first, but it left me alone, feeling alone after I got done consuming it, and after I got done talking to it, if you will. So actually, food was abusive. That relationship with food wasn't in its rightful place, and I went to food, and when I talked about food consuming me, that's what I mean. It felt like I'd go to food and I would eat it, but it would honestly eat me. So in a way, it was abusing me and making me feel low, making me feel bad about myself after I got done eating it. I felt like a pig. I felt fat. I felt just disgusting because I ate so much. But when I was eating it, I felt so good. So even if I felt fat and disgusting and ugly, I would still go back to it because it numbed that feeling. So it was very, very abusive, and just wasn't a healthy relationship. And because, again, food was not put in its proper place in my life. Food was looked at actually as an idol. In some ways, I maybe have worshipped food. I lived for it. And so I gave myself to it at times. And so it was kind of in my life, it was like on a pedestal up here. I looked at it as an idol and not as something that just has to be consumed to live life. But again, it did take away my anxiety. I mean, why not? How can it be bad? It took away my anxiety. It took away my depression. It numbed me from reality. It numbed me from realizing that I weighed a lot of weight, right? And, oftentimes looked at it as my numbing drug or as my numbing friend. And how can that be that bad? Well, honestly, it left me low. So how can that be good? It's just, we don't understand that. We can't grasp that sometimes. We're so blind to the fact that what we are eating and the relationship we have with food is actually killing us. And life's not meant to be lived like that. Life's not meant to be caught up into eating and gorging yourself with an addiction. You're worth more than that, honestly. So, practical advice I can give you today would be to put food in its rightful place. It's something that you consume. It doesn't consume you. So you tell it that. If you have to look nuts, do it. I consume you. You don't consume me. If you're going to look nuts, that's okay. As long as it helps you, do it. So put food in its rightful place. Don't look at it as the answers to your problems, because it's not. It's not going to be. You cannot take away your issues by consuming something. So don't allow that to lie to you. Don't allow food and the addiction that we have lie to you, because that's what that is. That's a lie. Food cannot take away anything. Food is an enabler at times. It enables you to feel more depressed, to feel down on yourself. Do we realize that? Do we understand that? Are we getting that? We have to do an examination of our lives. Are we seeing this? Are we seeing the damage that this stuff is doing to us? It's hurting us. But yet we're so consumed by it. Who cares? Well, just one more time. I'm going to have another burger. Just one more time. I'm going to have a milkshake. Just one more time. That one more time keeps happening every hour or every other day or every day. When is that one more time going to be the actual one more time? It never is. Until you take charge. Until you allow food to not consume you anymore. You have to consume it. Food can be your enemy, but it can also be your friend. If you eat healthier foods, you put it in its rightful place, it can be a good relationship. But until we do that, we're going to struggle, and we're going to not have the results that we really want. Take that one step, check out the ebook if you haven't already, and let's read it and put it into practice. And we can just do this together. It all starts with you taking that one step. Have a good one.